Everyone thinks they know German luxury cars. BMW, Mercedes, Porsche, same old story, right? Wrong. Dead wrong. Because what's launching in 2026 isn't just an evolution, it's a complete revolution. These aren't your father's German cars, and they're definitely not what you'd expect, especially number 3, which breaks every single rule we thought we knew about luxury vehicles. And here's the kicker. The most exciting one isn't even from the brand you think it is. Before we dive into these incredible machines, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming in the luxury car world, and I've got the inside scoop on all of it. Gentlemen, we're living in the most exciting time in automotive history. While everyone's been arguing about electric versus gas, German engineers have been quietly working on something that's going to make that entire debate irrelevant. These 5 cars launching in 2026 represent the absolute pinnacle of what happens when you combine centuries of German precision with cutting-edge technology that most of us can barely comprehend. Now I know what you're thinking. Another list of German cars? What's the big deal? But here's what makes 2026 different. This isn't about incremental improvements or slightly better leather seats. We're talking about fundamental shifts in what a luxury car can be and do. These machines are going to redefine performance, comfort, and technology in ways that will make your current dream car feel like a horse and buggy. Let's start with number 5 and work our way up to the absolute game changer. Number 5, BMW 3 Series G50, the thinking man's sports sedan. The BMW 3 Series has always been the gold standard for sports sedans, but the G50 generation launching in 2026 is taking things to a completely different level. This isn't just a new 3 Series, it's BMW's vision of what happens when artificial intelligence meets Bavarian engineering. Here's what's got me excited. BMW is implementing their new Vision Neue Klasse design language, which means this 3 Series is going to look nothing like anything they've ever built. We're talking about kidney grills that are actually functional and integrated into the car's aerodynamics, not just stuck on for show. The whole design philosophy is about minimalism and futuristic elegance, which is a massive departure from the busy, aggressive styling we've been seeing. But the real story is under the hood, or should I say, under the software. The G50 is the first 3 Series to be built on BMW's completely new CLAR Platform 2, which is designed from the ground up to handle both traditional powertrains and electric systems. What this means for you is that whether you go with the turbocharged inline-6 or one of the hybrid options, you're getting a car that's been engineered to perfection for that specific powertrain. And here's something that's going to blow your mind. This is the first 3 Series in history that won't offer a manual transmission. Now, before you start throwing things at your screen, hear me out. BMW's new 8-speed automatic is so advanced, so responsive, that it actually shifts faster and more precisely than any human ever could. We're talking about shift times measured in milliseconds, with the transmission learning your driving style and adapting accordingly. The interior is where things get really interesting. BMW is calling it their digital cockpit of the future, and from what I've seen, they're not exaggerating. The entire dashboard is essentially one massive curved display that flows seamlessly from the driver's side to the passenger side. But here's the clever part. It only shows you information when you need it. The system uses eye-tracking technology to know where you're looking and what information is relevant at that moment. For American buyers, this represents something special. The 3 Series has always been the car that serious driving enthusiasts aspire to own, and the G50 is going to take that legacy into the next decade. Starting around $45,000, it's positioned perfectly for successful professionals who want German engineering without the 6-figure price tag. Number 4. Porsche Cayenne EV, when Stuttgart goes silent. Now, I know what you're thinking. A Porsche SUV? Really? But hold on, because the Cayenne EV launching in 2026 is going to change everything you think you know about electric SUVs. This isn't just Porsche slapping some batteries into their existing SUV. This is a complete reimagining of what an electric Porsche can be. Let's talk numbers first, because they're absolutely insane. The top spec Cayenne Turbo EV is putting out nearly 1,000 horsepower. 1,000 horsepower. In an SUV. That's more power than most supercars, and it's available instantly, the moment you touch the accelerator. We're talking about 0 to 60 times that will embarrass sports cars costing twice as much. But here's what really sets this apart from every other electric SUV on the market. Porsche's new 800-volt architecture with 400 kilowatt charging capability. What does that mean in real-world terms? You can add 260 miles of range in just 15 minutes. That's faster than it takes to grab lunch at a decent restaurant. For American road trips, this changes everything. No more planning your route around charging stations or sitting around for hours waiting for your car to charge. The engineering behind this is absolutely mind-blowing. Porsche has developed what they call double-sided cooling for the battery pack, which allows them to push charging speeds that were impossible just a few years ago. The battery cells themselves are a new nickel-manganese cobalt chemistry from LG that's specifically designed for high-performance applications. And let's talk about that active ride system, because it's like nothing else on the road. This isn't just adaptive suspension. This is a system that can literally lift individual wheels off the ground if it needs to. It uses hydraulic actuators at each corner that can actively push and pull the wheels to keep the body perfectly level, no matter what you're doing. Cornering, braking, accelerating. The Cayenne EV stays flat and composed in ways that seem to defy physics. The interior is pure Porsche luxury, but with a modern twist. That curved center display isn't just for show. It's designed to follow the natural curve of the dashboard, making it easier to read and interact with while driving. And the build quality is exactly what you'd expect from Porsche. Every surface, every control, every detail is crafted to perfection. For American buyers, this represents the perfect combination of Porsche performance and SUV practicality. You get the driving dynamics that make Porsche legendary, but in a package that can handle school runs, weekend getaways, and everything in between. And with a towing capacity of 7,700 pounds, you can even take your boat or trailer along for the ride. Number 3. BMW iX3 Neue Klasse, the game changer. Alright, here we are at number 3, and this is where things get absolutely crazy. The BMW iX3 Neue Klasse isn't just a new electric SUV, it's BMW's declaration of war on Tesla, Mercedes, and everyone else in the luxury EV space. This is the car that's going to make you forget everything you thought you knew about electric vehicles. Let's start with the most important number: 400 miles of EPA range. 400 miles. That's more than most gas cars can manage on a full tank, and we're talking about an electric SUV that weighs over 5,000 pounds. How is this possible? BMW has developed what they call their 6th generation battery technology, which packs more energy into less space than anything currently on the market. But range is just the beginning. This thing charges at 400 kilowatts, which means you can go from 10% to 80% in just 21 minutes. And here's the kicker. You can add 231 miles of range in just 10 minutes. 10 minutes. That's barely enough time to use the restroom and grab a coffee. And you've got enough juice to drive from New York to Washington, D.C. The technology inside this thing is straight out of science fiction. BMW calls it the heart of joy. And it's essentially a supercomputer that controls every aspect of the driving experience. This system has a response time of just 1 millisecond. That's 10 to 50 times faster than current systems. What this means is that the car can react to changing conditions faster than you can even perceive them. And get this, BMW claims that 99% of all braking can be handled through regenerative braking alone. The system is so advanced that it can micromanage the braking force at each individual wheel to deliver what they call a limousine stop. No jerky deceleration, no diving forward, just smooth, seamless stopping power that feels more refined than anything you've ever experienced. But here's what really sets this apart: the panoramic iDrive system. Imagine a 43-inch display that spans the entire width of the dashboard. But instead of being a traditional screen, it's integrated directly into the dashboard itself. Information is projected onto this surface, and you can customize exactly what you want to see and where you want to see it. Speed, navigation, entertainment, vehicle status, everything is exactly where you want it, when you want it. The 17.9-inch central display is angled toward the driver and responds to touch, voice, and even gesture controls. But here's the really cool part. The system learns your preferences and starts anticipating what you need before you even ask for it. It knows your daily routine, your favorite routes, your preferred climate settings, and it adjusts everything automatically. For American buyers, this represents the future of luxury transportation. This isn't just a car, it's a mobile technology platform that happens to have wheels. And with BMW's reputation for build quality and driving dynamics, you're getting all this advanced technology wrapped in a package that's still fundamentally satisfying to drive. The starting price is expected to be around $75,000, which positions it perfectly against the Tesla Model X and Mercedes EQS SUV. But when you consider the technology, the range, the charging speed, and the overall package, this iX3 is going to be the benchmark that everyone else tries to match. Number 2, Mercedes-Benz GLC with EQ technology, the sophisticated choice. Mercedes-Benz has always been about luxury first, performance second, but the 2026 GLC with EQ technology flips that script entirely. This is Mercedes proving that they can build an electric SUV that's not just luxurious, but genuinely exciting to drive. And for American luxury car buyers, this might just be the perfect package. Let's talk about what makes this special. Mercedes has built this on their new MB.EA platform, which is designed exclusively for electric vehicles. This isn't a gas car with batteries stuffed in. This is a ground-up electric vehicle designed to maximize everything that makes electric powertrains great. The performance numbers are impressive, up to 670 horsepower in the top spec model, which matches the current AMG GLC 63 SE performance. But here's the difference. All that power is available instantly, with no turbo lag, no waiting for the transmission to downshift. Just immediate, seamless acceleration that pushes you back into those perfectly crafted Mercedes seats. But what really sets this apart is the sophistication of the entire package. Mercedes has developed a new heat pump system that uses 1/3 the energy of traditional HVAC systems. What this means for you is that using the air conditioning or heating doesn't kill your range the way it does in other electric vehicles. In the middle of a Texas summer or a Minnesota winter, you can stay comfortable without worrying about making it to your destination. The interior is where Mercedes really shows off. Every surface is covered in premium materials: real leather, genuine wood trim, metal accents that feel substantial and expensive. The seats are not just comfortable, they're therapeutic. Mercedes has partnered with ergonomic specialists to create seating that actually reduces fatigue on long drives. And let's talk about that digital brake control system, because it's genuinely revolutionary. This is a brake-by-wire setup that completely decouples the brake pedal from the actual brakes. The system can blend regenerative braking and mechanical braking so seamlessly that you can't tell where one ends and the other begins. The result is stopping power that feels more natural and consistent than any other electric vehicle on the market. The range is expected to be around 320 miles EPA, which is competitive, but not class-leading. But here's what Mercedes understands that some other manufacturers don't. It's not just about the numbers on paper. It's about the entire experience of living with the car day to day. The charging curve is optimized to maintain high speeds longer. So even if the peak charging rate isn't the highest, the real-world charging times are excellent. For American buyers, this represents the Mercedes-Benz you know and love, but electrified. You get the build quality, the luxury, the attention to detail that Mercedes is famous for, but in a package that's ready for the electric future. And with Mercedes' extensive dealer network and service infrastructure, you know you'll be taken care of no matter where you are in the country. Number 1. Audi Q9, the flagship that changes everything. And here we are at number 1, the car that's going to redefine what we expect from German luxury SUVs. The Audi Q9 isn't just a new model. It's Audi's statement that they're ready to take on the BMW X7 and Mercedes GLS at their own game, but with a level of technology and sophistication that's going to leave the competition scrambling to catch up. This is Audi's first full-size, 3-row SUV, and they've been working on it for years to make sure they got it absolutely right. We're talking about a vehicle that's going to compete directly with the BMW X7 and Mercedes GLS, but with Audi's signature blend of technology and understated luxury. The Q9 is built on Audi's new premium platform combustion architecture, which means it's designed to handle both traditional powertrains and hybrid systems. But here's what's really interesting. Audi is launching this with their most advanced hybrid technology, combining a powerful V6 engine with electric motors for a total system output that's expected to exceed 500 horsepower. But power is just part of the story. The Q9 is going to showcase Audi's latest virtual cockpit technology, which takes the digital dashboard concept to an entirely new level. We're talking about a system that can display information in 3 dimensions, with graphics that seem to float in space in front of you. Navigation directions don't just appear on a screen. They appear to hover over the actual road ahead of you. The interior space is going to be massive. Audi has engineered this to be a true 7-seater, with 3rd-row seats that adults can actually use comfortably. The 2nd-row captain's chairs are going to rival first-class airline seats, with heating, cooling, massage functions, and individual entertainment screens. And let's talk about the sound system, because Audi has partnered with Bang and Olufsen to create what they're calling a 3D audio experience. This isn't just surround sound. This is a system that can create the illusion that sound is coming from specific locations in 3-dimensional space around you. Listening to music becomes an immersive experience that's unlike anything you've heard in a car before. The exterior design is going to be evolutionary rather than revolutionary. This is still recognizably an Audi, with the signature grille and LED lighting elements. But the proportions are going to be impressive, with a commanding presence that announces your arrival without being ostentatious about it. For American buyers, this represents the ultimate family hauler for those who refuse to compromise on luxury or technology. You get 3 rows of genuine luxury seating, cargo space for whatever life throws at you, and technology that's going to make every drive feel special. And with Audi's Quattro all-wheel drive system, you'll have confidence in any weather conditions. The expected starting price is going to be in the $80,000 range, which positions it perfectly against the established competition. But when you consider everything you're getting, the space, the technology, the luxury, the performance, the Q9 is going to offer exceptional value in the full-size luxury SUV segment. So there you have it, the 5 most exciting German luxury cars launching in 2026. From the tech-forward BMW 3 Series to the game-changing iX3, from the silent speed of the Porsche Cayenne EV to the sophisticated Mercedes GLC, and finally to the flagship Audi Q9 that's going to redefine the full-size luxury SUV segment. What's clear is that 2026 is going to be a watershed year for German luxury cars. These aren't just incremental improvements. These are fundamental leaps forward in technology, performance, and luxury. Whether you're looking for a sports sedan, an electric SUV, or a family hauler that doesn't compromise on anything, German engineers have something incredible waiting for you. The question isn't whether these cars are going to be amazing. They absolutely are. The question is, which one is going to end up in your driveway? And honestly, after researching all of these, I'm having a hard time picking just one. What do you think? Which of these 5 German luxury cars has you most excited for 2026? Drop a comment below and let me know which one you choose and why. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into the future of German luxury cars, make sure you're subscribed because I've got more incredible automotive content coming your way. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss anything. And I'll see you in the next video, where we're going to explore what the Italians are cooking up to compete with these German masterpieces.